World in Texas podcast. Today is Sunday, January 7th. I'm Elizabeth.
I'm Melissa.
I'm Carrie.
And welcome to our Fibery podcast. We talk a little bit about knitting, a little bit about crochet, a little bit about quilting, spinning, circular sock machine knitting. I don't know, you name it, we talk about it sometimes.
Life,
books, movies, all kinds of good stuff. We are in San Antonio, Texas, coming from Melissa's house. It's been a short bit since we podcast. We didn't get one in before Christmas. Time got away from us. Holidays were meant to be enjoyed, and we enjoyed them. So
yeah.
Anyway, we're here today, and
Happy New Year!
Yeah, Happy New Year! If you're a returning viewer, welcome back, and if you happen to be new, come on in and get to know us. And thanks for spending some time with us.
Yes.
So we'll just kind of follow our normal format. What are you wearing, Carrie?
I'm wearing a sweater that I made last year, and it's my first raglan sweater by Jared Flood.
I thought you were going to say that was your first raglan sweater you made.
No, that's literally what the pattern is.
Suddenly it clicked, sorry.
The pattern is literally called First Raglan Sweater.
I get it
or
now.
My first raglan. I don't even know if it has the word my or not. But
you've been knitting way longer than that. You've done more than that.
I've knit several raglan sweaters, but the pattern is called my first raglan sweater. So I made it with Knit Picks Comfy. I'm pretty sure I went up a needle size. I'm sure there's notes in my Ravelry page. It's supposed to have long sleeves. I think it's written for long sleeves. I wanted short sleeves because this is a cottonish base yarn. Now, because it was going to do these increases, it got my armhole a little bit too big because it was supposed to like immediately kind of decrease here. But I usually just wear a tank top underneath it, and I love it. It's comfortable and
Cute.
I enjoy it.
Very nice.
Probably a good beginner pattern too, right?
It's a great beginner pattern, absolutely, which is why it's my first.
But not your first.
But not your first.
But not my first. It's my first, but it's not my first.
Almost first.
Maybe her fifth.
How about you, Melissa? What are you wearing?
Comfort Fade cardigan by Andrea Mallory. This was made in Savvy Skeins DK weight base. We did a little bartering. I made her one, and then she gave me yarn to make this one. So if you ever see her at shows and see a purple to gray one, I knit that one.
I forgot you did that.
I did.
Yeah, that's nice.
Worth it.
Good. And I am wearing the ankle sweater, I think that's how you pronounce it, ENKEL, by Maiji KP. And it was in the 52 weeks of Easy Knits. So also a very easy pattern. I love it. The sleeves are just kind of loose and I love it. It's nice and warm. I made it out of deep dive stash yarn. I used Lion Brand fisherman's wool that I had, and I paired it with some undyed Surrey alpaca
Mohair.
Mohair. No, it was mohair. No, it was the
Surrey.
silk. Surrey silk, sorry.
I always get Surrey mixed up with mohair.
Yeah, Surrey's a little softer.
It's a little
not
softer.
quite as itchy, but it doesn't have quite as much halo. Anyway, I paired it with that from Hill Country Weaver, and it made an amazing fabric. I love it, and I wear it all the time.
It's very classic.
In the cold.
Yeah, when it's cold enough.
This year I've gotten to wear it a little bit. So anyway, that's it.
Good job.
Yeah, so how about finished objects? I know I feel so out of our game since we haven't podcasted in a while.
Yeah, a little bit. I have 5 finished objects, but I don't have a single one with me because they were all gifts for Christmas.
Because you're a generous knitter.
Yeah. So I will, Melissa, because she's a great editor, will insert pictures as I talk about them. So I did an Advent stole, which I do every year. Bridget Koch is the designer, and she does it every year in December. However, I think this was her last one. So she's probably going to do one next year, but it might be a little bit different. I'm not 100% sure yet. So I'll also link it in the show notes. And that went to Darlene for Christmas. It's knit with, it's fingering weight yarn, but it's got a lot of lace patterns in it with some beads and stuff. So I make it for her every year. And then I made this cute little gnome, which ended up being a gift at our Friendsgiving, right? So it was, you bring it used to be pot holders, but then they went to like some utility item. And I was like, I have no clue what a utility item
We
is.
had
Like,
to expand. We were getting tired of potholders.
Yeah.
They're full of them.
So somebody mentioned gnomes, and I was like, all right, I can do a gnome, right? So I think Darlene ended up with it from, I think because we do
Stole
white
it.
elephant to steal. So
Darlene's a thief.
She gets vicious. No.
then I did some Christmas ornaments. I do it for my neighbors and my trainer every year. So I only have a picture of 4 of them because I didn't take a picture of the one for my trainer, but there's some in the picture. And then the boxy cake that I finished for Darlene for Christmas, which was, I made like 4 or 5 of those. So, and then my niece's sweater that she absolutely loved. I personally wasn't the most happy with the collar, but she loved it, and that's all that mattered. So
It looks great
I
on
did
her,
that.
the picture.
Yeah.
It's
She
beautiful.
actually was trying that on at when we were having our New Year's Eve dinner and everything, our family celebration, and I said, it might still be just a touchdown. And there were a couple of spots where the fan didn't hit like directly on, because I had like every fan in the house on that sucker, and I even flipped it for blocking and the whole 9 yards to get it ready in time, because we go to church at like 4:00, and so it needed to be wrapped by then. So anyway, so those are all 5 of my finished objects.
Nice.
Nice. Well done.
Yeah. And since then, she has texted me, and she was working from home one day, and she said she's wearing her new sweater, and her roommate loves it and couldn't believe that I made it off of a picture. And I was like, I can't believe I made it off of a picture, but
I know, that was amazing.
That was a lot.
Did you write it all down? So you
I
could-
did not.
Oh, Carrie.
I did not.
Carrie.
That is not getting printed, and that is the most one-of-a-kind sweater on the planet ever. Seriously. And she can go to her grave with that, because I don't think another one of those is ever getting made.
Oh,
You can
no,
tell us
it's
how
so
you
pretty.
really feel about it if you want. You don't have to hide your emotions.
I love that she, here, let me show you. I love that she loved it, but at one point I was knitting, so I knit it bottom up, and then you attach the sleeves, and then you continue these decreases so it kind of comes up. This is a sleeve. So I literally knit 3 sleeves.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
This was my
gosh.
absolute first sleeve that I knit for. It's still on the needles with all my markers telling me when I, had to do my cable, and when I had to do an increase, because there were certain increases to a certain stitch amount. I think this came out to like 9 inches. And I texted my sister, I was like, how big is Grace's arm? And she's like, 11.2. And I was like, yeah, this isn't gonna work. Like, I knew it would have blocked out, but I didn't want to have like this super tight, clamping. That bothers me, so I assume it
Yeah,
bothers everybody.
yeah.
But anyway, so there, I'll show you a sleeve. So I can make another sleeve. I can write down the notes for this one. I think I'm gonna knit off of this. I'm gonna take the needles off and cast on with this end, and then just knit off of this. I think I'm gonna make her a hat for her birthday in
cute.
March
Cute.
for matching, because I have some, yarn left
That'd be
in the
cute.
same design. So
That'd be a really
Anyway.
cute hat.
so there we go. That's the color. That's the
Good job.
the sleeve that did not work.
Sleeve number 3 in case you have someone with 3 arms.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go there. Let's move on.
Okay, how about you, Melissa?
I have nothing.
Okay.
I mean, I made a pair of socks.
Yeah.
For I don't know, she's like my stepmother. So my husband's grandma passed away last year, and every year I would knit her a pair of socks. So now sorry, it's weird calling it. So I guess my father-in-law's, but because they were recently married, so it still doesn't stick. Anyways, she's like, at Thanksgiving, she asked if I could pass on that tradition to her. And I'm like, I have a sock machine, so yes, I'll be happy
That's
to do
nice.
that for you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I made her a pair of socks.
Nice.
That is awesome.
Nice. Okay. Well, I have a few. I made.
That
some-
means 100. Grab your
Is that
popcorn.
Yes.
I have some socks that I made. Let's see. This was the Freckled Whimsy Advent skein, which I cranked on my machine. I didn't knit it by hand. I have a Earl Blacker Speedster, and I did that on a 60 cylinder, and I did a little picot edge hung hem. And I think that's a really cute color. And I had enough to do a pair for my mom also. I had to use, it came with a contrast skein. So I used the contrast skein on the toes, and I think I had to use a different contrast that I had for her heel to get the 2 skeins because we wanted them a little bit longer.
Sure.
So those, and then these are from
like
Mustache, and I can't remember the colorway, and I lost the tag.
It looks like one of our Star Wars.
I think it is.
colorways.
I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I remember when I showed it on here a few podcasts ago, you guys told me what it was. I'm like, oh, I didn't know it was Star Wars. I'm not a
Oh, that's right. You're not a
sci-fi fan.
yeah. I'm not a sci-fi
but
fan.
I wanted yellow socks to go with my yellow sweater that I made, and so
Those are perfect.
those are them. And then
because yellow doesn't look good on her.
because I can't wear yellow.
Have you worn your sweater out though?
I have. I wear it a lot. I love that yellow sweater.
Good.
That's good.
Yeah, I do. And I always feel good because I always feel like I'm doing it.
I'm
I don't
rocking
care.
this
I'm
yellow.
just doing it. This is called Holiday Flannel, and it is from West 7th Wool, which is a yarn store in Fort Worth, Texas. And it has Stellina in it. I don't know if it's showing.
I have quite a few skeins
But-
from them.
I loved the yarn. I had 2 skeins, so I
I love
made
the
my
micro
mom.
striping.
Yeah, I made my mom a skein too, a pair as well for Christmas Eve. These were our Christmas Eve socks, so we both wore them. And yeah, I like the way it kind of striped,
And pooled.
pooled at this. Yeah.
Yeah.
I probably could have got it just to stripe if I had adjusted my tension or whatever, but I really actually like this. And I showed it to my mom, and I didn't think she was gonna like it. She's like, "Oh, that is so cool!" So
Oh, that's
I made hers
awesome.
the same.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so really pleased with those, and they washed up pretty nicely too. And then I did my Michigan socks.
Oh, Michigan.
There's a dog here. So this was yarn I got when I was in Ann Arbor, Michigan last summer. It is from Knitterly Things. It's the Vesper sock yarn on the classic sock face, and it is called Hail to the Victors, which is the University of Michigan fight song. And they play for the national championship tomorrow. So
They certainly do.
all ready to go with these. I wore them during the Rose Bowl, but then I washed them.
Sure.
I also, yeah, right. I also made a beret
Oh, that's cute.
out of,
Is it Surrey or is it
it's
mohair?
So it's Barocco Ultra Alpaca in the colorway 6234.
6234. I remember that colorway.
Kind of
It was
red.
super popular back in the day.
Back in the day. And then I paired it with a Rowan Kid Silk Haze in the colorway 682.
It's amazing how those two numbers look good
Amazing.
together.
Anyway, I made a really cute beret. I used
We
free
should add that
pattern.
up, and that's what this color is.
I used the pattern, the Colette beret, which is a free pattern on Ravelry, and I really like it. And then I had enough yarn left over to make some fingerless mitts.
Those are
And
cute.
Those are
these
really
are also from a free pattern called the Easy Fingerless Mitts, and they were easy, but that's also the pattern by Maggie Smith, which is also a free pattern on Ravelry. So I made both of those, and I pretty much used up almost all the yarn between those two.
That's good.
So yeah,
I love it when
quite
that
pleased.
happens.
And they were very quick knits and enjoyable. So I did it, right before Christmas, and kind of with the red yarn. It was festive in my head. So, and then one other finished object is my Cat number 2 by Pia Trans of, I think, Miss Nits is her new, it used to be 50 Fabulous Knits, now I think it's Miss Nits. So this was done out of,
Super pretty.
This
It's
yarn
got
feels
a-
nice.
it's top down, there's lace, it's hard to see,
It's okay, I'll zoom.
in the top of the yoke, and then it's just stockinette. And I kind of did a short sleeve knot. I didn't bind off right away. I actually knit for a few inches, so it came down because I like to wear t-shirts under my sweaters usually. The construction is really nice. She has some short row. It's hard to tell, but the back is longer because you do some short row shaping, and you actually are doing short rows, but then you're also doing some decreasing in here, which kind of brings the front in a bit. So the front comes in, kind of wraps you around a little bit with this back. It's really cute on. The fit is really cute because of that little detail. Something kind of you wouldn't think of,
Sure.
but it's really unique when it's on. I liked it.
It's a pretty
So,
green.
and that was Knitting for Olive, DK. Is it Knitting for Olive? I don't know. No, Sandus Garn, DK. Sorry. In some number colorway, I don't know.
We'll put it in.
I don't even know if I have the. Oh, wait for it. Double Sunday. Oh my gosh, I was way up. Petite knit, double Sunday. I can't do this. Sandus Garn, yeah, okay. Colorway 9882. I think I should play the lotto or something with all
You
these
should take
numbers.
the numbers and then
Put
go
them
get a lotto
together.
ticket.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Watch when you guys do it and then you win.
That's funny. So anyhow, those are my finished objects.
You did well.
Yeah, thanks. I also made some, like I said, coordinating socks for my mom because I usually try to get 2 pair out of a skein. And yeah, so that's it. How about whips? You're knitting away over there.
I am knitting
them
away
very
over
pretty.
here. So I was super behind on all my Christmas because of that sweater for Grace. But last year I made Darlene, for her birthday, I think, Andrew Mowry's Attune shawl, and I used, let's see if I have I used We Are Knitters, the Easy Breezy yarn, which is 51% bamboo and 49% cotton. And I used like a green and a white. And she loved it, and she had told me last year that she puts it on her lap more at her desk. So she wanted a lap blanket, and her birthday is right around the corner. So she's getting a lap blanket.
That's
In brioche. I did it in brioche. So
it's really nice.
yeah, there's my cousin. That was my last progress keeper. This is actually the front, the gold side, which is called mustard. But there's my progress keeper. And then these are just telling me, you know, how far I've gone. I'm not sure exactly how tall I'm gonna go. You know, put it on me. I have a whole nother skein of each color. But you know, I'll put it on my lap and see how much, you know, to bag around it or whatever. And it's in an awkward shape because I went off of a baby blanket pattern. I actually cast on more than the baby blanket pattern called for. It's called 2-color brioche baby blanket. So I went with the width of I think it's about, I don't know, 29 inches or so. And then I'm just gonna keep going, you know, because she can like double it up in her lap or, you know, whatever. So I'm just kind of winging it, but yeah,
You're so good at winging things.
I'm actually really not. I'm not a winger. But
She
I'm
also
winging
never
this.
tells the truth.
I'm winging this one. And then the only other project when I don't feel like doing the brioche, because it is 2-color brioche, I still have the club shawl from last year, which I have been seeing in Jimmy Bean's Wool has like a little Facebook group of people that join their clubs. And I've been seeing a lot of the people post their finished ones, and they're gorgeous. And so I really want to get mine finished. So
So pretty.
I'm only about 4 or 5 months in, so I still have quite a few months to go. But
How are your baby blankets?
they're getting along. I kind of, you know, after our last podcast, I worked on them maybe another week or two, and then it was like Grace cardigan constantly. And it was like constantly, because even when Grace was like opening the present, my mom told her, every time I would call Carrie and ask her if she could do something, she's like, Mom, I'm knitting. Like I have got to get this finished. Like, can I do it later? You know, like whatever, when I'm on that side of town or whatever. She said every time I called her, she was knitting away. And so it was just constant knit on the cardigan. But yeah, those are my active whips. But you know, that baby's coming soon, so I'll be getting back on those blankets.
Yes. So April?
Late April.
Late April. Okay.
You got time. You're good.
You're good.
I mean, she would be perfectly happy with the baby coming early. I mean,
Yeah.
what pregnant woman isn't, right?
That's funny. How about you, Melissa?
New Year's Eve, I got together with Jennifer, and we are gonna do. We did a New Year's Eve cast on. So I have this Wonderluck fibers I bought during COVID. It doesn't really have the color names on here, but this is their soft sock set. So 75% Southwest Merino. I mean, super wet, sorry. 25% nylon,
Love the
450. Anyways, like 20 gram mini. Again, I don't know, it doesn't say color. So when we do our knitting group, we meet on Thursday nights at our Starbucks. There's usually about 3 of us, so these are the Thursday night midnight socks.
Nice.
I'm on the heel flap, and this pattern is just a 2-row repeat, but it has a really nice ribbed look to it when it's stretched.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, I actually really like that.
I might actually make more than
That's
one
really
pair
pretty.
because it's such a great, it kind of reminds me of the Hermione Everyday sock pattern, just because it's a little mindless but still pretty.
Yeah.
With the pattern.
Yeah.
Instead of just vanilla.
And then I was looking at my stash and I'm like, I don't use my hand spun very often. And to become a better hand spinner, you should use it. So,
And you're a beautiful spinner.
this one is a bamboo base, Navajo plied, so all of the colors
pretty.
stay together. I got 13 wraps per inch, so I figure it's about a sport weight.
Not Navajo plied? That's a technique? Okay.
It's almost
I
like
don't know anything about food.
Me either.
it's almost like when you're plying, where you make like a big loop and chain it together, so all of the colors stay together.
Oh, wow.
So I just have a little bit on the
you're
top.
almost done.
Is that
I
like chain
know.
ply?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm almost there. And then I have quite a bit left, so I don't know if I'm gonna make another pair or a hat or...
Oh, a hat would be cute. Or a headband.
But I was like, man, I'm kind of impressed.
That's amazing. They're beautiful.
So, yeah.
Very nice.
And then... what
That's
else?
like a double win, knitting and spinning.
And then I kind of worked a little bit on this. I'm trying to get the one side done. This is my granny cardigan from Soho. So I'm
beautiful.
really close to getting the right front done. I just haven't, it's a kind of a thinker, so I haven't really had the
It's
head
really
space.
complicated. Show the back.
So,
Oh, gorgeous cables.
That's very pretty.
I'm excited about this one though.
And what yarn is that again?
This one is, I picked up at Hill Country Weavers. Let's see, it's 150 skeins ball, so it's
150 grams.
150 grams. I'm sorry, words aren't working today. Blue sky,
Oh, blue sky fibers.
blue sky fibers.
Full stuff.
Yeah,
Very nice.
I'm getting close. It's the end of the first skein.
I don't know how you do all that cabling. Both of you do. You guys are both like superior cablers. I struggle with cable.
Do you?
But you're a
Well,
color
I
work
can do
ninja.
them, but I don't really enjoy them too much.
That's how I feel about color work.
Yeah, we're kind of the opposite. on that, right?
And you're a color work ninja.
I'm not a ninja, but-
I think color work is gorgeous.
I
But
love
it literally frustrates me when I'm knitting it. So I just
Yeah.
figure, Carrie, you're just not going to have any color work items. So
Oh.
What about you?
I only have 2 whips. I've been working on my half and half, no, Soho Square, which is based off the half and half triangle wrap from Pearl Soho, but this is
love
from
that.
Jackie Rose of the former Caddy Jack's Knits. They broke up or stopped the podcast, not broke up, but you know what I mean, the podcast is different now. So I'm almost to the halfway point where it will turn. I have like this
These
much more to
pop
go.
so much with that dark background.
Yeah.
It's so pretty.
So, oh no, this much more to go. Yeah, so I'm almost there. But it's definitely, I'm kind of like getting a little tired of it now. Having
it's a lot of stuff.
my cute Michigan stitch stoppers. So I'll probably work on the string.
You
again.
are a big baseball fan, aren't you? Just kidding. Sorry.
Well, it's so sporty.
That's so funny.
Hilarious. Not the round ball, it's the one that has 2
Oh,
points on
sorry.
the
The
end.
soccer. It's the soccer.
Soccer, yeah. And then if you're new to the podcast, I had my knitting, I call her my knitting mentor. She was my really good friend from Michigan who passed a couple years ago. Her name was Phyllis, and I inherited a bunch of her yarn and a bunch of her whips. So I've been kind of working through them, but I kind of stalled out on working on them last year. I really didn't do much, and I'm feeling a little like I need to get back to it. So I picked this up actually on Christmas Eve. I couldn't, she had made a mistake in her pattern, so I had to rip back some, but I tried to maintain because she had started this and I want her daughter to have it. It's a like a cowl. And so I had to rip back a bit, but I still kept some of it, and then I kind of made my own pattern up a little bit. So I'm kind of.
Are you writing it down?
No, because it's just easy peasy. I don't know. I'm like knitting and purling, and then in the next row doing the opposite and switching yarns, striping the yarns, using 2 different yarns, which she was using 2 different yarns. So this is that Mako artist. And this is actually 35% wool and 65% acrylic. And the colorway is...
Ready to write it down for your lotto
74803. Bingo! So that's this yarn. And then the second yarn is a thick and thin yarn, which I have knit with this before. And I actually don't enjoy knitting with it, but I love the color and the effect. And this is, oh my gosh, this is all stuck together. I don't know where I can get it. Oh, there we go. Okay. This is by Universal Yarn Bamboo Bloom Hand Paints. And, oh, her handwritten note is on here. I wish I would have had that. Oh, okay.
Oh, we have to restart. Sorry.
We're back. We had a phone
sorry
call.
about that.
Anyway, I was saying this is Universal Yarn Bamboo Bloom Hand Paints, and it's 154 yards per 100 grams. It's 44% wool, 44% rayon?
No.
There's like a million things in
Lana?
there. Oh, 8% acrylic, 44% wool, and 48% rayon from bamboo. So it's a thick and thin, like I said. I don't enjoy knitting with it, but I love the finished effect, so it's worth it. And she had started this project, so hoping to get this done so I can get it shipped off.
That'll be priceless to her daughter.
Yeah, and her daughter actually chose. She had at her funeral service had at the church had like a display in the front with photos of her and different things that she loved, and this project was actually there
When she was
yeah
knitting,
so it's kind of near and dear to the heart. So anyway,
That's
and I still have it
beautiful.
in a Christmas bag because it matches.
It matches so well. Yeah,
A
absolutely.
cookie bag. So anyway, those are my 2 whips. Getting ready to cast on something else. I've kind of had like I've been wanting to cast on something, but I haven't wanted to wind yarn. I've just been like, I don't know what I like. I don't know what I want to knit next, kind of thing. You know, like too many decisions. So
You
Can't
should do
make a
your
decision?
Amy cardigan.
I can't find the yarn. I need to clean my yarn closet. That's probably the biggest thing I need to do because
That might
it's buried
help.
in there. But I did wind yarn this morning. I wound my Mayak yarn that I got in like a pink and yellow colorways for the lemonade scarf. So I think I'm gonna cast that on. It's just a small project, but
That would be a good one.
I think I'll like doing that. Yeah. So okay. How about stash enhancements? Melissa's been really good.
I haven't bought yarn all year long.
She sent us a
We're
text.
7 days in.
What was it, New Year's Day? And said, I'm so proud of myself. I haven't bought yarn yet.
She said, I don't mean to brag.
yeah, I don't mean to brag. That's
Yeah,
true.
but I haven't bought yarn all year. Well, I have. So
I said, I lasted till 10:30 in the morning.
Well, we gotta have some content. Ooh, that's pretty.
I love that yarn.
Malabrigo
Cicero.
Cicero in the tourmaline color. This is tourmaline.
Did you get it on sale?
No,
Someone
but
just had it on sale.
you know, if you post, I got it from Eat Sleep Knit. And
Oh,
if you
okay.
post in there, it's only once per month, but if you post a finished object in a forum on Ravelry that was made with yarn that you purchased from Eat Sleep Knit, you know, prior, you can put in a code and get 10% off. So I got 10% off.
Nice. Okay.
And then I got the same base with Polar Morn.
That's pretty.
So it's a single. What it looks like it's got some
It has
hemp or something in it.
It's a DK Sport, even though it feels a little bit thinner than that. It's 50% mulberry silk, 25% merino wool, and
linen.
25% linen. And
I knit my Caitlin Hunter sweaters at the
the pink,
Sony?
yeah, the pink one, right?
Yeah, that pink one. Yeah, it's that yarn is really nice.
I love the
It
moodiness
washes
of
up
this
so
one.
nicely.
Yeah, that one just kind of, I don't know, just grabbed my
pretty.
attention. And then I thought, in case I need I don't know what I'm gonna make yet, but in case I need an accent, I've got it. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
And you just got one of each?
No, I got, I think 3 of this one and 5 of this one. Because I want, whatever I make, I want more of this one. I'm assuming a sweater, right? So,
I've seen a lot of people recently knitting the ranunculus with this yarn, which I think would be.
Oh, really?
Because it's really a drapey yarn when you wash it because of the linen content and the silk content. It's really drapey. It's a lovely yarn. I love that sweater I made out of it.
yeah. So anyway, I'm just surprised that it like says that it's a DK, like, because I think I looked at your sweater and you knit it on she's knit on like say 2 or 3 needles. And
Which means you have to knit on like 0.
no,
so
I have to
you
knit
have
on
to
like
go
10.
Oh, sorry. For
So
opposites.
it says it calls for a size 4 to 7, but like my DK, I usually knit on 8s or 9s. So I don't know. We'll see. I don't obviously want anything
do a
too
little
holy,
gauge
but
swatch,
yeah, I'll do some gauge swatches and then decide based on the kind of swatch I get what I'm going to make with it.
It does relax when it's washed
So yeah,
and gets real drapey. So take that into account.
yeah.
Whatever you make.
So I had that.
Beautiful.
And then a Christmas gift from Elizabeth, which is Candy Shop Yarns. You guys know how I love DK yarn with merino in it. So this one's called Snow Cone, and it has 25% nylon and 75% merino. So perfect. I can't wait to knit socks with it. The same pattern that I always do, right? My DK socks.
I thought they would be fun.
Yeah.
Bright colors.
It was really fun.
Perfect colors. So that's it.
All right, Melissa, anything? You got a couple things that were purchased last year.
Last year, I had a coworker who was like asking me about knitting and, oh, do you sell it? No. And I was telling her about my sock machine and all this, and then being that she's a salesman, she's like, why don't you sell it? And then I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna make you a pair of socks. And she's like, can you make them rainbow? And realizing that she has like a size like 10 like me, I'm like, I don't think I had like a little rainbow knit pick, so I'm like, I can't get a full skein for that size. So I went on Etsy and I ended up purchasing this one for her.
It's cute.
So she's a bright, cheerful German lady. So
Germans are cheerful.
she's extra I love her. Her name is Cinderella.
Aw.
So I'm gonna crank these for her. So, and then for Christmas,
Oh, sorry.
I
have all
ended
my
up-
crap on her book.
Oh, you got the book.
I was looking online on Amazon. I try to make it easy for people to get me gifts, and I make an Amazon wish list, and I'm like, you know what, I don't have any knitting books on there. So I was just looking at knitting books, and this one looked really interesting to me. Patty Lyon's book. I haven't really gotten into it a whole lot, but
I read one in there and it says, make your stitches be your, rhymes with stitches.
oh,
Begins with
nice.
a B.
Like, yeah, it has cute little graphics in there by Franklin Habit. So I'm looking forward to when things calm down a little bit to
I love
diving
that
into
book.
this one more.
Nice.
And this was a gift from Carrie. It's a little 3D printed yarn bowl with little stitch markers in it.
Those stitch markers have like numbers on them. So like when you're casting on, you can count like a large cast on. It's like, 50, 100,
They're really
125.
There.
But I just, I've never seen anything like those.
And
And
they
I thought they
have
would be
like
helpful.
little magnets on there, so it helps the lid stay on there.
It does.
It's nice.
And you can't put it backwards because the
Yeah.
magnet will, like, it's like an opposite.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I might have like lost my mind in a quilt shop, but we'll talk about that later. I ended up
So
buying.
it's shifted. Here's the
No,
truth.
I
It's
did
coming
it
out.
before. I did it before New Year's.
Oh, okay.
So, but I did go into a quilt shop in Shirts, Texas, and I ended up buying 2 quilt kits. I'll put pictures in. One was for Quilts of Valor with my church group, so it's red, white, and blue.
Aw.
And the other one was a Christmas quilt because I don't have a Christmas quilt yet.
Nice.
So I just grabbed it before New Year's.
Okay.
I'm good.
I was gonna say, if you just shifted the habit.
No.
From one project to the next, from one addiction to the next, right?
Let's not talk about spinning though, because no, I haven't bought anything yet. So we'll see.
That's good.
You guys want to take bets? That's fine.
Yeah. Well, I got I'm sorry, that's Lily. It's her birthday.
It is her birthday.
I don't know, it was like the holiday box, mystery box from Les Garçons in Canada. And it came with this really cute bag that was illustrated by Matt.
Isn't that cute?
And I've just brought it to show kind of, it had all kinds of stuff in it. A candle, which I don't have with me, but cute stitch marker, an ornament, and the yarn in it is just simply gorgeous. The
It is
colors
gorgeous.
are just beautiful.
These are so pretty.
I know, I knew you would like it. It's really pretty. It was just so, the box, everything about it was just so well done.
Oh my
It was
gosh.
like a real treat to get, yeah. So.
Is it like a kit for something or no? Just
Yeah, there was a pattern
Okay.
for kind of like a scarf shawl thing, but I don't know that I'll make that just because I think the yarns are beautiful. I want to use it and make it like a sweater or something. So, but I got that, and then I also had one of my other advents was from So Happy Jane, and I just loved it so much.
We haven't seen this yet.
I haven't seen this. This was like I got the 12-day of speckles. She also had 12 days of tonals, and you could get the full thing if you wanted, but I just got the 12 days of speckles. And it was based off the original Winnie the Pooh, so 100 acres. 100 Acre Woods, I think it's called.
That's perfect.
And it's just so cute. And it came with a lot of cute things in a bag. Here's the full skein.
Oh, pretty.
So really pretty. And she did the illustrations, and it came with a calendar.
That's cute.
Yeah. So it just
And
really.
she did the illustration. That's amazing.
Really, just really adorable.
That's very talented.
Yeah. And then a set of really cute. And I love Winnie the Pooh. Just flipped around instead of wooden stitch markers.
If you don't love Winnie the Pooh, I have to wonder.
I know, right? So I thought those were so cute.
Cute.
And those are made by Twin Mountain Handcrafts. So she partnered with someone for those. But I just thought the Advent was it was really unique and a treat. That one was also a treat. I had a couple other Advents too that are real popular that I love too, but I didn't bring all those. So let's see what else. I got a book. Got this in December. The Knit Ovation Stitch Dictionary. I had pre-ordered this, and it's for colorwork design. I haven't really had a chance yet to dig into it, but I just kind of browsed through it, and there's a lot of really cute
That's
patterns.
cute.
So I'm probably gonna do a hat or something with utilizing that. And then I
feel like whenever we get together, we always want to buy something.
think that sweater. Love that. I know. So cute.
Yeah.
And then I got some the after Christmas sale, day after Christmas sale from Miss Babs. I got some 2 skeins of the Sojourn fingering, which is 65% cashmere, 35% silk, 200 yards per 50 grams. Sorry, that's Lily the dog squeaking her ball on my leg.
She wants to show you guys the ball she got for Christmas. And today's her birthday. So everybody tell Miss Lily happy birthday.
And this color is called Dark Andromeda.
Why are you
I
asking
don't
me?
know. I
say
can't
so.
quite
What's
read the writing
now?
on it. Anyway, it's red. I got
I'm
2
like
skeins of this.
the worst person to ask.
Come on, Melissa. Stop that.
I mean, we can make guesses.
I also ordered from Soho the kit that they had in the linen quill was a blanket kit, which had a million colors. Can you hold this?
Yes.
This one I already opened, so it's kind of a mess, but it just has all the colors in it. And I'm going to make the blanket that they also had done it in. I just love that blanket so much, and it's knitted, so that's what I'm gonna do with that.
I'm excited to see how this comes along.
And I
am too.
yeah, and I thought it was a good idea too, because it gave me, like you said, sampling of all these different colors. So when I want to order more for sweaters or whatever, because I really like knitting with that yarn. I love to make sweaters out of it. They're really comfortable in our hot weather here.
Yeah.
So
And then, like you said earlier, you don't have to cake this yarn up.
Oh,
so
yes.
that's also
Yeah.
definitely a bonus.
definitely
That's
a
a plus.
bonus.
That'll
They're
be a
all
lot
free
of
done. So you can just pick them up and knit.
Is she eating your yarn?
So I got
I
that.
think she's
And then I
sniffing
got,
this.
Oh,
Stitch
she's
mark.
trying to eat your F.
oh no.
She's trying to eat my F-bomb progress keeper.
Lily. I also got a bag from Soho and Co.
Oh, that's cute.
cute.
That says
In the rose
Elizabeth.
gold patchwork. It's a little smaller than I thought, but I actually kind of like it. It's just really
It'd be
cute.
good for car knitting or whatever.
Yeah. And then,
Sorry.
I forgot, I took a class, I think it was the 1st of December with Julie Eslin at Hill Country Weaver.
right.
And I did some yarn. I took 2 classes. One was a beading, I forgot to bring that, but a bead weaving class where we made earrings. I only got 1 earring done. And that was, I enjoyed it, but it was much more difficult than I ever thought it would be. And it really like challenged my brain in different ways. So
That's good. You
yeah,
like a challenge.
it was interesting, and I do want to finish the earring because I really did like the earrings. They're pretty. But then we also dyed. The second class I took was yarn dyeing, and she I didn't realize this. She only uses primary colors to create all of her colorways, which I
Oh,
thought
wow.
was really interesting. Anyway, so we did some yarn dyeing of mini skeins, and these are my skeins I dyed.
You can make a really cute gnome out of that for next. That would be fun. Another.
Or a shawl from
Or-
Samantha
okay.
Guerin, which I got the
mean,
pattern for.
Okay.
So
I have gnomes
don't
on my
know.
brain.
I just love the colors, and
pretty.
it was a really good learning experience. And she let me buy the dyes that were like, because they are from Canada, and I guess they didn't want to take them back across the border, or take them home, So I bought the leftover chemical powders, dye powders. So I have some undyed yarn, so I'm going to be dyeing some yarn.
That's gonna be awesome.
Just experimenting. Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause I've always wanted to get more into that. just to
Elizabeth's
kind
great
of
with
see.
colors. It'll be
Yes.
amazing.
So I don't know.
Whatever
We'll
you make
see.
will be amazing.
We'll see. And that's about it. That's all my acquisitions.
I forgot to show what Elizabeth, because Elizabeth got Carrie yarn and then she got me one as well. Candy Shop Yarns, Shirley Temple sock set. So I'm excited, and this is also in DK weight. So I love, if you haven't made a DK weight sock,
You should.
it's really fun. It's super addicting. It goes by
Yes.
so fast.
It goes so much faster.
And then also a wine cup.
Oh,
I got a wine glass also. I just didn't pull it
A
out.
3 sheet. Mine says 3 sheeps to the wind, and it's a stemless wine glass.
It's etched
And
in
it's
there.
etched.
Mine says I'm sheep faced.
my shop has been so busy. I've been like selling so much Stitch stuff. It's just like crazy.
That's
And I sold all my
awesome.
holiday bags. Yeah, it was busy. So yeah, I have a shop, Etsy shop called Cozy Sky Co. So I just wanted to show one little thing that I'm making coming up. These little stitch marker sets for Valentine's Day.
Oh, look, she's already thinking ahead.
Yeah, well, I just had the little creative burst at like midnight the other night.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know if you can see them. But anyway, these will be coming into the shop soon. And then it's gonna be a stitch marker and choice of stitch stoppers set. So I just brought these.
Valentine's Day is kind of my jam because I was born the day before Valentine's
Yeah.
Day, so I'm always like a big fan.
So
of
these
it.
are little hearts. One, it's hard to tell on here, but one of them is glittered and one of them is matte. And then
Aw.
these are both pearlescent little rosebuds.
Those are sweet.
So those together with the stitch marker set will be coming into the shop soon.
I'll definitely have to check that out.
And that's about it. I don't know. What else has been going on?
I feel like I'm in a sewing funk
Wow.
because of that nebula quilt that I've been working off, mostly off
Oh.
for like a year or two.
But you're getting pretty close on that, aren't you?
I got the centerpiece is almost done, but then the
Yeah.
whole back is all like diamonds pieced
Oh.
together. So I think I'm gonna put that in timeout and then try to maybe make this one. I ordered this kit maybe over a year ago, probably trying to do the same thing, get my sewing mojo back up. So I bought this one on Etsy, so I'm gonna try to see if I can get it done for Valentine's Day. I think it'd be super
Beautiful.
fun to have it.
That's so cute.
And this kit came with everything needed. It has the backing and the binding and everything. These colors, I think it's gonna be really pretty. So,
That's
and
gorgeous.
hopefully this will get me back in the mood. So
That is
this,
beautiful.
so this fabric right here is the binding, and then this one is the backing, and then the background is just the white right here. It's
Oh,
is it easy pattern? No. Is it fiddly? Yes. So we'll see how that goes. But
no.
it'll be
Don't you know
fun.
that?
Hopefully it'll be get me back into it. Being more productive with sewing because I do love it too.
She wants to chew my bags. No.
Welcome to my world.
Lily wants to chew everything.
She does.
She's
Yes.
like sniffing me. Okay. Here, sorry.
Oh,
What else? We saw a couple movies over the holidays, my mom and dad and I. We saw Wonka.
I loved it.
Did you? Yes. I didn't want to see it because I was like, no, because the last time I went to see like a Willy Wonka thing was the Johnny Depp one, which I did not care
was
for.
weird.
That kind of ruined Wonka for me. But yeah, wasn't it great?
So good. Like
I haven't seen it.
behind
It's really good.
the scenes, they had like a professional chocolatier, and all the candies in it were like handmade, beautiful.
Lily.
Hey, off,
Hello.
off.
Okay. Happy birthday, Lily. Happy birthday. Say happy birthday. Everybody. Okay. That's good. No more kisses.
Off.
Kisses.
Okay.
Off. Sorry. All of a sudden she's taking a liking to me.
She can sense your love of.
I know I love you. Yes. Say go blue. Nope.
Yeah, that movie was excellent. What other?
We also saw The Men in the Boat, which is about the Washington State, Washington University, I don't know, Huskies.
The ones you're gonna play
Well,
tomorrow
playing
night.
tomorrow. I'm trying to keep them out of my head because it's really just an M upside down, you know, the W. Yeah. So anyway, but anyway, the movie is called The Men in the Boat. It was directed by George Clooney.
I've
Sorry.
lost a couple skeins to her, so you
And-
have to be careful.
It was about the rowing team from, I think it was like 1936 Olympics. And it was like their junior team from the university. And it was great. It was just a really great movie. It
That's
was-
awesome.
Yeah. So I won't spoil it or anything, but if you follow Olympics, you could Google history. But anyway, it was based on a true story and it was really fabulous. We enjoyed it. So we used to go to the movies all the time and then COVID kind of ruined that. And I know we're trying to support our local theater a little bit more. So it felt good to go back to the movies. And,
Sure.
Yeah. Because we enjoy seeing things on the big screen. So
Yeah.
my parents enjoy that. So
I haven't been to the movies in probably 10 years.
yeah, see,
Yeah.
we used to go all the time.
Yeah.
I know, it was fun.
We saw Aquaman too.
Did you?
Yeah.
How was that?
Is it good?
It wasn't bad. You know, everybody's boycotting it because of Amber Heard, but she was like in it off and
Oh,
on
I don't know.
for like
anything about
20
that.
minutes, maybe. So it was fine. So hey, she's okay.
She's found a new person.
She's gonna lick on me for a while.
She's like, let your dog smell me for a change. So,
My dogs, as soon as I walk in the door today, they are gonna be all over me
Yeah.
like, you cheated.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna be in trouble. I'm gonna be in trouble.
like I'm gonna crawl in your mouth.
My dogs are gonna sniff you.
That's funny.
They are gonna sniff you.
Okay, ma'am. There's this thing called personal space, and you haven't discovered that yet. I know. I know.
All right, well, we hope that everyone enjoyed their holiday time, had a good family time, or whatever you did during that time. I know it's not always easy for everyone, so hopefully everything was okay.
If you guys have any knitting resolutions, it would be fun to hear what you thoughts
Tell us.
I'm trying to plan a little bit more. I felt like last year my knitting was very chaotic. Like I just was jumping.
I feel like my whole
doing
life is very chaotic. Honestly.
So I'm trying to plan a little bit more. Not that I've really put anything down in stone yet, but I am trying to, I have some planning going on in my head a little bit. So
Every year I say I'm not going to buy yarn, but then I do.
Doesn't work.
So we'll see how far I get this year. What are you?
uh-oh, she got something off the floor.
She's eating worse. Yeah. Or even just making it a point to knit like an hour a day. Like just be more consistent.
Sure.
I'd love to be able to force myself, because I'm not really a good morning person, but if I could get myself to get up and just knit 30 minutes in the morning like a lot of people do, I'm just usually so frantic in the morning trying to get ready for work.
That's because you stay up until
I think
ungodly
I'm just a
hours.
night person.
Yeah.
Well, I found out what time I was born. I never knew what time of the day I was born. I was born at like 1:30 in the morning. Well, I'm like, no wonder. It's my birthday hour. So my mom, it's your fault I'm a night owl.
She could have
Should have held it in a little bit
A
longer.
little bit longer. If you wanted me to be a morning person, you should have held on 4 more hours.
Come on, no, I got this, I got it. No.
But if I could get myself to knit in the morning and get into that routine, I don't know, I might try it. Not this week because I have to go to Dallas for 4 days. And it's just too hectic. But maybe
Maybe after that.
Maybe after that, yeah.
Sure.
Maybe towards the end of the month. We'll see. Not making any promises. It's hard. I can't shut my little creative brain off at night. It's really hard.
I can shut my brain off perfectly fine, but there's not a whole lot going on up there. It's like time to go to bed. Okay.
You're just really good with your routines.
I am
she's trying to get
very.
serious.
This is probably why I don't knit very much. It's like having a toddler. Like, we love her, but she's a lot.
She is a lot.
So
She's perfect.
Yes,
she'll settle down soon.
We'll go and get her a birthday cup after this, and
Nice.
yeah,
That'll be fun.
take a long walk, and
Yeah,
I've
that's
been-
what she is.
I've been trying to go to the gym at 8 o'clock class, because like what am I doing at home anyways? Usually I'm just on social media scrolling and doing being wasteful, so I'm like, I should just go to the gym and it'll make me feel better. So and it has. It's been good. So
Nice. All right. Well, hopefully we'll see you in a month.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully we don't go too long.
Yeah. Life should settle down a little bit now, hopefully. But who knows? After I get through next week. It's always something, right? But anyway, well, we hope you're taking care and that all is well in all your worlds. And like I said, if you're new, thanks for coming in. If you're returning, thanks for hanging with us
thank you.
again. And if you're not subscribed, and you don't mind if you could subscribe, it really helps our channel to grow, and give us a thumbs up and leave us some comments. We like to interact with y'all.
Absolutely.
Until the next time, happy knitting.
yes.
Bye.
Bye.